baby. Hello. I am going live.
Alright guys, before we end today's show and do announcements, one last question for Honey G. Sam from the UK says, do you prefer summer or winter? Summer, winter.
Yeah.
둘 중에 하나, 둘, 셋. Winter!
Really?
Winter.
Winter.
Oh, we are team, yeah.
Oh, it's like
number two,
so loud.
Day, night. Day, night. Okay? 하나, 둘, 셋.
Night! Oh, team, we are the team.
Okay, last one. Sun or rain? Sun, 비. 해, 비.
Yeah.
하나, 둘, 셋.
Sun!
There we go.
Run. Run.
Yes, almost run by Honey G. Thank you so much, Honey G, for joining us. A few announcements. So the winner of the Honey G side CD is Sam from the UK. The winner of the video message is Kaya from the USA. And today's listener of the day is Brooke from Brazil. I'll leave you with the last song now. This is Day on a BAP featuring Zello's Shadow. This is Super K-pop. I'm your DJ Sam Carter. I'll say goodbye.
This is such an old song. I feel weird here. I kind of want to go to the bathroom. 5 minutes.
Next up, Arirang News.
Welcome to Arirang News. This is Kim Hanul, and we start with our top headlines at this hour. President Moon Jae-in on his first trip to the U.S. and First Lady Kim Jong-suk joined U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump for dinner in the White House State Dining Room Thursday local time. The first intro meeting between Presidents Moon and Trump lasted over 2 hours, half an hour longer than initially planned. Earlier in the day, President Moon held back-to-back meetings with the leaders of the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate. President Moon's first meeting was with the delegates of the House of Representatives, including House Speaker Paul Ryan, and the floor leaders of the Republican and Democratic parties. House Speaker Ryan welcomed President Moon and said the Seoul-Washington relationship remains strong and he looks forward to continuing dialogue to reinforce the alliance. In other news, South Korean President Moon Jae-in and U.S. President Donald Trump will hold three-way talks with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe at the upcoming G20 summit in Germany. The trilateral talks will be held in Hamburg, Germany, on the eve of the G20 summit slated for July 7th to the 8th. An official from South Korea's presidential office, Cheongwade, told reporters that the three-way meeting on July 6th will be held over a dinner, with discussions of the leaders expected to focus on North Korea. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury Department has blacklisted a Chinese bank for helping North Korea access the international financial system. The Chinese bank was labeled a quote-unquote primary money laundering concern, and the designation is expected to have far-reaching effects. The U.S. Treasury Department unilaterally blacklisted Bank of Dandong, also calling it a gateway for North Korea's access to the international financial systems, including that of the United States. U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says the bank has facilitated millions of dollars of transactions for companies involved in North Korea's nuclear and ballistic missile programs. The designation of Bank of Dandong can have powerful effects in efforts to cut North Korea off from the international banking system. And back here in the nation, up to 40,000 Korean workers staged a walkout and gathering for a rally today, which started from 3 p.m. after a general strike was called by the country's second largest umbrella labor union. Members of the Korean Confederation of Trade Unions, many of whom are non-regular workers, are calling for an increase in the minimum wage, among other demands. In other news, the South Korean government has decided to up the bar on their standards for diesel car emissions. The Ministry of Environment has released a notice for implementing the revised Clean Air Conservation Act. Once the act is put in place, all cars released from this September onwards will have to conform to the newly revised regulations, with the exception of already developed cars on the market. Now, more honors for Korean entertainers. At the 39th Moscow International Film Festival, Son Hyun-ju has won the award for Best Actor. The 52-year-old was recognized for his role in the movie Ordinary Person, a film set in the 1980s about a detective who becomes embroiled in a plot to manipulate a serial killer case. The win breaks a long dry spell for Korean actors in Russia. The last Korean to win in Moscow was Lee Dok-hwa in 1993. Now moving over to the weather forecast. The monsoon rain didn't hit us today, but it's likely to rain from tonight until tomorrow morning, with between 5 to 20 millimeters of rain expected. Until then, tomorrow is going to be mostly cloudy, with Seoul starting off the morning at 22 degrees Celsius, while Daegu and Busan will begin from 23 to 22 degrees. The current temperatures are 29 degrees in Seoul, 26 degrees in Busan, and 25 on Jeju-do Island. You're listening to Arirang Radio. Yay! Okay.